Hi boys and girls, today's Art with Abby is going to be a Learn with Art with Abby, and we're going to be focusing on maths. We're going to be looking at a 2D shape, which is a square, and to help us do that we're going to create our very own Sid the Square. Okay, now we're going to draw our very own square. Sid's going to help us, but I'm just going to move him over here so we've got space on our page. So you've got your pencil and you've got your ruler, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create our very own dot to dot, and then we can join the dots up to create our square. So we need to know where we can find 10 centimetres on our ruler. So get your ruler, we've got 1 centimetre, and then go to 10, and that's 10 centimetres. So each of our lines is going to be 10 centimetres long. So to do that, this is where we're going to create, and now we're going to create our dot to dot to create our square. So come a little bit down your page, and then you're just going to do a dot at the very start of your ruler. You're then going to find 10 and do another dot like so. You're then going to turn your ruler so it's facing upwards. Then you're going to do the same. So we've already done our dot on 1. So from the dot there, you're going to find 10 centimetres and do another little dot. And then on this side here, you're going to find 1 and try and have it as straight as you can and do another dot. Okay. So there we have our 4 dots, and when we connect them, it should create 4 lines joined together to make a circle. I'm just checking that. Excellent. So I'm going to go from here to here, and that's 10 centimetres. And then I'm going to go all the way up, and again that's 10 centimetres. I'm going to join this line up, and again 10 centimetres. And then the last one going across, again 10 centimetres. So excellent. So there we have it. We've drawn our square, and the next thing we're going to learn now is all about a square's properties. So we know a square is a 2D shape, and that means that it's a flat shape. Now I'm going to teach you how to spell square, and it is again a tricky word to spell, but the more we practice, the more we'll be able to do it all by ourselves. So it's a square. Square. And we know that a square has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Now, there's something really important about a square size, and I don't know if anybody's noticed it, but when we did it, we did each side 10 centimetres long. So it's important that we remember that not only does a square have 4 sides, but the sides have to be the same length. So they have to be equal. So a square has 4 equal sides. Okay, and the last property we're going to look at is how many vertices a square has. So if you remember where 2 or more lines meet, that's called a corner, and the fancy name for that is a vertice. So a square has 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. And there we have it, our 2D shape and our 2D shape properties. Okay, now's the fun part. So Sid wants to send us all on a square hunt. So wherever you are, at school, at home, go and explore your environment and see if you can find any squares. So I am going to take Sid on a square hunt as well, and any squares that we find, I'll take a picture of Sid with them. So you can take your own pictures of your squares that you find, you could draw them, you could write them down. And if you don't want to, or you can't go on a square hunt at the minute, carry on watching and you can see what squares me and Sid found. And if you are going to go on your own square hunt, enjoy, but pause the video now. Sid found a square cushion. Sid also found a square here. Can you spot the square? Sid found a square clock. And he also found a square coaster. What have you found? Okay, we're now going to learn how to draw Sid the Square. Our very own Sid the Square. So he's got 2 oval eyes with circles in the middle. He's got 1 curved nose and then you've got one big smile. So you do a line here and a line there, and then you join it together with one curved line. Excellent. And then we're going to draw Sid's curly hair. So it's got wavy hair, so as you can see it goes all around and along the top. So you're just going to start around here, and you're going to bring it out and then do a wavy line up. You're going to do a wavy line all along the top, and then a wavy line down to about here. And then section his curls off because he's got different coloured curls. Excellent. We're now going to draw Sid's arms. So he's going to have a line going up, a line up, and 5 fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same on this side. So line up, and 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Super duper. The last thing we're going to do is Sid's tall legs. So we're going to do a line going down and a line going down and then across to create a rectangle, and again a line going down and across. Now I've not done them as long as that one, but it doesn't matter, you can do them longer if you like. Then for his shoes we're going to do a bump, a line back and then line up, and the same on this side, a bump, line across and line up. Now Sid has got some stripy tights on, so we're just going to make the stripes, or they could be his pants. There we go. And then on his shoes, he's just got some circles. Excellent, and there we have it, our very own Sid the Square. Now, just before you go and colour in your own Sid the Square, I'm going to show you how you can use Sid the Square to share with your friends everything you know about squares, and to help yourself revise squares. So on the back you could write the properties, so you could write that we know squares are 2D shapes, and that means they are flat. You could spell square so you can remember and practice, so the more you see it, the more you'll be able to spell it yourself. We know that a square has 4 sides. Now I want you to shout out what's important about the 4 sides of a square. What do we know? Excellent, they are all the same size. Now we did ours 10 centimetres. But that doesn't mean every square has to have 10 centimetre sides. So if we did it 4 centimetres, all we'd need to do is make sure that every side was 4 centimetres, or we could do it 20 centimetres. As long as every side was 20 centimetres, that's okay. We also learned that a square has 4 vertices. And there you have it. So you could then laminate this, you could stick it on card, you could put him on a lollipop stick, and then you've got your own Sid the Square.